Chapter 8 Divine Strength. This is the slave groom working for me, named Fang Han. He is reliable at work and has never embezzled any horse feed. But last time he delayed my hunting trip, I gave him 10 lashes, then rewarded him 5 taels of silver. Fang Qingwei said casually. Is that so? Fang Qingxue fell into deep thought for a moment. No one could guess what this proud daughter of heaven was thinking. This time I will take all of you to Yuhua Immortal Mountain. Though the mountain is a fairyland, it is not as convenient as a big city after all, so it is only natural to bring some servants to take care of daily matters. Since Fang Han is reliable, we will take him along. If he can groom horses well, he can raise spirit beasts for me later. All right, let's go. At this order, hundreds of servants and dozens of horse carriages of the Fang clan set off in mighty formation. Master Bai Haichan was indeed right. As long as I stay in the crowd, eldest Miss Fang Qingxue will spot my abnormality at first glance. But if she finds out I have consumed the 9 apertures golden elixir, won't she kill me immediately? Can I keep this secret hidden? Though Fang Han had not heard the conversation between Fang Qingxue and Fang Qingwei, he knew in his heart that Fang Qingxue had noticed him. Leading Qianlixu and walking along with the procession, Fang Han turned over his thoughts constantly. Another night fell. The Fang clan's procession reached a county town on the border of Longyuan province. All hundreds of people stopped to rest, to continue their journey the next day. In the dead of night, after Fang Han ground soybean milk, boiled it and fed it to the horses, added eggs and meat powder to fill Qianlixu up, and settled the horse for the night, he snuck out quietly, arrived at a deserted wilderness, assumed his boxing stance, and practiced his forms one by one. This time, he was not practicing 7-star fist, but the longevity pine and crane fist he had learned through stealing. Crane claw stamps the sand. Ice crane guards the plum. Crane shakes its plumes. Crane dances the sky. Pine and crane extend years. He performed these 5 moves one after another, moving like a crane, standing still like a pine. Like 7-star fist, longevity pine and crane fist was an extremely advanced body refining art. But 7-star fist is overbearing and fierce, which is obvious from its 2 moves: 7 stars trampled underfoot and Kuei star kicks the dipper. Generally, only emperors, true sons of heaven, are born with the mark of 7 stars under their feet. Longevity pine and crane fist, on the contrary, is quiet and natural, imitating the free, eternal ease of pines and cranes. From this detail, the different styles of the 2 great sects, Yuhua sect and Chuanqing gate, could already be seen clearly. Fang Han compared them carefully in his mind. Ever since he got the 9 apertures golden elixir lodged near his heart, his flesh had become much stronger, and his mind had also become exceptionally sharp. His intellect had opened up, his reactions were quick, his thinking flexible, and learning martial arts went far smoother than before. As he practiced longevity pine and crane fist again and again, he thought of 7-star fist in his mind. In a trance, Fang Han felt the 2 boxing arts work one inside and one outside, their styles blended like fire and water. The muscles and sinews all over his body surged with power constantly, the blood flow near his heart drove the 9 apertures golden elixir to spin rapidly, and powerful medicinal power flowed into his whole body once again. Boom! The overbearing style of 7-star fist and the free style of longevity pine and crane fist were forcefully fused together by the 9 apertures golden elixir. In an instant, blood circulated 9 times all over his body. His heartbeat slowed down, it was twice as slow as before. But it beat far more powerfully, like a solid iron hammer, firm and forceful. I have actually stepped into the 5th realm, the divine strength realm. Fang Han knew that the change in his body meant he had entered a new realm. The most typical sign of the 5th level of mortal flesh, the divine strength realm, was that the heartbeat slowed down, with endless, incomparably powerful life force. Before he could even feel the various benefits of the divine strength realm, Fang Han suddenly felt a twitch in his chest. When his body transformed, the 9 apertures golden elixir suddenly burrowed inward, all the way to the very center of his heart, where it stayed, more hidden than ever. Previously, the 9 apertures golden elixir had been lodged near his chest, but now, as his heartbeat suddenly slowed, the pressure of his blood sucked it deep into his heart. This made it even harder for others to detect. Crane claw stamps the sand. Suddenly he struck a claw at a large tree. Fang Han's 5 fingers curved like a crane's claw, and actually tore off a large chunk of bark and wood from the trunk in one move. If this claw had struck a human body, it would definitely have torn off a large chunk of flesh. His power had increased again. Fang Han kept testing the divine strength of his flesh, dodging, jumping, running freely. With one explosive step, he advanced more than 10 feet, then pulled his body back again. Every part of his body moved freely, yet was sharp and fierce, extremely fast, like a tiger or leopard. In fact, when one's mortal body is cultivated to the divine strength realm, one has strength like a galloping horse, agility like an ape, claws like a tiger or leopard, and becomes a human weapon. Many core disciples of the Fang clan had not even reached this realm. You practice longevity pine and crane fist quite well. You have stolen this art and practiced for a long time, haven't you? Just then, a voice suddenly sounded from behind Fang Han. It has come after all. Fang Han's heart shook. Though he had long expected this would happen, when it actually came, he still felt uneasy. He turned around. Not far behind him, under the moon, stood a peerless beauty in white. It was none other than Xianxia. Ah, eldest miss. Fang Han immediately looked flustered and helpless, just like a thief caught stealing red-handed. He wanted to run right away, but hesitated. This was the reaction he had rehearsed countless times in his heart, and he pulled it off perfectly, vivid and convincing. After staring blankly for a few breaths, thud. Fang Han bent his knees and knelt down in front of Xianxia. He wailed, "Spare me, eldest miss. Spare me. This servant caught a glimpse of the boxing art by chance. I could not resist practicing it. Please forgive me, eldest miss." That is not bad. Seeing Fang Han's reaction, Xianxia's eyes moved slightly. She said calmly, "You still know to fear your crime. If you had run immediately, your end would be the same as that boulder over there." As she spoke, Xianxia lifted a finger. Whoosh, a sharp, bright purple lightning blade flashed past. 1,000 paces away, a man-tall boulder was instantly cut in half under this lightning blade. This is the purple lightning Yin thunder blade of Yuhua sect, isn't it? Master Bai Haichan died to this very art. It is indeed irresistible even against thousands of armies. Feeling the powerful electric current in the air that made the hair on his skin stand up, Fang Han was truly shocked in his heart. This was the first time he had witnessed the power of a master of the mystic realm of divine powers. If one was still at the mortal flesh realm, even a master of the divine transformation realm would die when besieged by the imperial court's thousands of troops. After all, the power of mortal flesh is limited. But masters of the mystic realm of divine powers can temper chi into visible blades, control lightning and fire, wrap their bodies in divine energy, fly and change shape. Ordinary mortals can do nothing to harm them. He finally understood why masters of the mystic realm of divine powers stand above all worldly things, different from ordinary mortals. He buried his head even lower, looking like he was scared out of his wits, only muttering over and over, "Spare me, eldest miss. When will I be able to step into the mystic realm of divine powers and stand as an equal with eldest miss? Master Bai Haichan told me to kill her, but how can that ever be easy?" Fang Han's thoughts raced. "Stand up." Xianxia's plain tone came through. This peerless beauty, this divine expert, always seemed to speak in the same tone, with no fluctuation of emotion, as if she had refined away all joy, anger, sorrow, and happiness, leaving only the calm and plainness of slowly pursuing the immortal path of eternal life. "I passed that small hurdle." Hearing these words, Fang Han relaxed in his heart, but he still did not stand up. He continued kneeling on the ground, and said loyally, "This servant has made a grave mistake. It is better for me to stay kneeling and atone for my sin. Please instruct and punish me, eldest Mississippi." This was him showing his loyalty. Logically speaking, it is impossible for you to cultivate to the divine strength realm of mortal flesh. Have you eaten some kind of magic pill or divine medicine? Fang Xianxia seemed swayed by Fang Han's show of loyalty. Her tone softened a little more. Yes, servant. 5 years ago, I went to wash horses in the Longyuan River. Suddenly there was thunder and lightning. A long-horned big snake rolled out of the river and scared me half to death, but then the snake was struck dead by a bolt of lightning. I was curious, so I fished the snake out of the river, cooked it and ate it alone over several days. I even ate the snake's gallbladder. Strange to say, that snake gall was bright red, hard as a stone. I boiled it for an entire afternoon before it melted. After that, my body got better and better, so I got the idea to steal and practice martial arts. This servant deserves death 1,000 times over. Fang Han kowtowed again. This story was not made up out of thin air, it was what Bai Haichan had told him to say. A horned viper? After hearing this, Fang Xianxia said, 100 years ago, our Fang ancestor killed a horned viper in the Longyuan River. I never expected there were two, a male and a female. Her gaze flicked slightly towards Fang Han's heart, and Fang Han felt his heart shrink. Even the 9 apertures golden elixir seemed to stop spinning. Luckily Fang Xianxia did not examine closely. It was also fortunate that just now when Fang Han broke through to the divine strength realm, his heartbeat suddenly slowed and sucked the 9 apertures golden elixir deep into the core of his heart. And it was also fortunate that Fang Xianxia was distracted by his story. Otherwise, the secret of the 9 apertures golden elixir would have been discovered. The inner gall of a horned viper builds up your root and foundation. It is a natural spirit medicine. After eating it you have great strength. You have practiced in secret for 5 years, and actually reached the divine strength realm. That is not bad. Fang Xianxia said. Many core disciples of our Fang clan do not have your good fortune. It seems you are a lucky person. But one horned viper gallbladder bringing you to the divine strength realm is already its limit. If you want to continue cultivating in the future, you will need a great deal of resources. Follow me to Yuhua Immortal Mountain, and raise spirit beasts for me. As she spoke, Fang Xianxia's body drifted lightly, and she rose away slowly. I finally got through it. Only after Fang Han confirmed Fang Xianxia had left did he stand up, and let out a slow breath. The exchange just now had truly been a matter of life and death in a single moment.